hear it. When we started doing that in between this.
Back towards your spine. Inhale, reach up. Feel nice and long on the sides of your body. Exhale, bend your knees. Keep your pelvis in neutral. Inhale, reach up. Interlace your fingertips, lift the palms. Exhale, bend to one side. And then bend the opposite knee. Inhale, reach up. Other side. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, release the hands, turn the toes parallel. Hinge at the hips, bend the knees, sit your hips way back and reach your chest forward. And then lay your torso between your legs, drop your head. Pull your belly button in towards your spine, roll up nice and slow. Move the shoulders up and back. Good, one more time. Sit back, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, drop the head and roll up, rounding one vertebrae at a time. Move the shoulder blades back. Good, let's sway side to side. Bending one knee, shifting the rib cage to one side, to the other. Breathing with each movement. Let's twist. And we're going to reach up and over with the arms. Breathing in and out through the nose. Good. One more time. Lay in between your legs. Long spine, reach forward. Inhale, drop your head. Exhale, round up. Good. Let's heel toe the feet together. Okay, let's stretch our neck a little bit. You're going to tilt your ear down to one shoulder. Feel a gentle stretch in the outer side of your neck. And then press the opposite palm down and away until you feel a bit of a stretch here in the front side of the neck. And with your chin, tilt it down towards your shoulder for a deeper stretch along the side. And then tilt the chin back up and come back to neutral. Let's do the other side. So drop the ear to the shoulder. Press the opposite hand down and away. Then rotate that chin close to your shoulder. And away. And back up to neutral. Good. Let's do half circles to the front. Drop your ear. Roll to the front. Roll to the other side. And reverse to the front. And side. One more time. Reverse. Center. Side and center. And side. Come on up. Good. Let's tilt up and down. Keeping the neck nice and long, both in the back as we stretch. And down. Good. Come back to neutral. So now we're going to do some drills where I'm going to teach you some of the basic isolations. We're going to start with the chest. So you're going to lift your chest up and drop it down. Imagine your rib cage is like an elevator going up and down, and you're not moving forward or back too much, okay? So let's practice with the beat. 7, 8, and up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Very good. I'm going to face the mirror so you can see. Up and down, up and down. Now side to side. Right and left, right and left, right and left, right and left. Now let's draw a circle going right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down. Smooth it out. Other way, left, up, right, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smooth it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Let's go into the shoulders. Right and left. Right and left. Notice how my elbows stay mostly straight. They're not bending too much as I move my shoulders. So imagine you're holding your hands against two imaginary walls on either side of you, and you're just isolating those shoulders forward and back. Right and left, right and left. Let's try faster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep that belly button pressed back towards your spine, keeping your core engaged. Good, and let's try a little faster. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and an 8 and a. Good, relax. Let's move into our hips. Bend your knees a lot, keeping them about a fist width distance apart, slightly turned out with the big toe. The toes are out, heel in a little bit. Bend the knees, keep that belly button drawn in, tailbone straight down towards the floor. And drop the right hip, then drop the left hip. 1, 2, 3, faster, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Let me just restart the music. All right, now we're gonna try a box. So you're gonna bend your knees, drop the right hip, lift the left, tuck the center in. So tucking your tailbone under, squeezing at your belly button. Then drop the left hip down, right hip up. Push out with the belly, lifting the tailbone up in the back. Back. One more time. Right goes down, middle goes up, left goes down, middle goes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. Good. Now let's go the other direction. Straighten the legs for a break. We bend. Other side. Go left with it down. Center. Right down. Center. Left. Middle. Right. Out. Left. Middle. Right. Out. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Rest. Let's practice shimmy. So moving the knees forward and back. Knees are slightly bent, and you want to feel your quads shaking side to side. Shake, shake, shake. Good. Notice my heels are flat on the ground, toes are flat on the ground. Rib cage is lifted and slightly flared in the front. Good. Rest. Let's go into our hip circles. So I'm going in a counterclockwise direction. And I'm squeezing the lower abs a lot as I come to the front. Push back, round, round. Keep chest lifted. Head is nice and tall. Try not to move your head side to side or up and down too much. Good. Reverse the circle clockwise this time. To the right. Squeezing a lot in the front. And shimmy, shake it out. Don't forget to breathe in and out through the nose. Okay, good job. All right, so now let's go over the combination. I'm gonna face the mirror so that you know what side is what. And to begin, the version 1, the advanced version, you're gonna do a chest lift, drop, and then a pelvis lift out, belly goes out, and then in. Lower belly goes out, lower belly goes in. Tailbone goes back, tailbone goes forward, okay? So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if that's too much like this for you guys, and this is all brand new, just do 4 lift drops of the chest. So you would go 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So the choreography goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and flutter. To do the flutter, what you're gonna do is you're gonna create a stomach vacuum. To create a stomach vacuum, you have to hold your breath, okay? So to do this, you're gonna just simply suck in at your upper abs and until your ribs flare out and your diaphragm lifts up in towards your rib cage. So it looks like this. And release. All right, so to do the flutter, you suck in, release, release, release. And you do that really fast until you get a nice vibration in the belly. So you create the vacuum and then push out, 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 out with the belly. So for those of you who don't know, the diaphragm is a pancake-shaped muscle that sits right underneath your lungs, and it helps you in breathing. So first of all, don't inhale or exhale. Just simply suck in. Imagine like when you put a straw in a drink and then you close the top of the straw, and when you pull the straw out, all the liquid is in the straw until you release your finger off the top of the straw. It's the same concept in a way. So your finger is you creating a lock here in your throat where you're not letting any air in or out, but you're sucking in the air that's already in your lungs, and using the air that's already in your lungs, or in the straw metaphor, the water that's already in the straw, okay? And you're slowly releasing it in and out. So take a deep breath, let all your air out, and then suck in without pulling any more air in. For those of you who the flutter is new, you can try by spreading your feet wider than your hips, leaning your chest forward, bending your knees, hinging at the hips, and allowing gravity to pull your belly down to the floor. And then you're just gonna suck in and flutter. Now you can try that and gradually come back up to standing. Really important with the flutter is to hold your breath, keep your pelvis in neutral, maybe a slight tuck here in the lower abs, because you want to create that lock here in your throat and also here at your lower belly. Because if my pelvis is tucked, released to the back like this, the flutter is going to look really small. If I have a slight tuck and I contract here in the lower belly a little bit, it keeps the movement isolated to the belly, and it makes it more visual, not just in the upper part, but in the lower part. Notice when I have my pelvis slightly tucked under and slightly locked here, it moves all the way down to my lower belly, versus if I'm in an anterior tilt with my pelvis pulled back like this, it's much smaller, okay? So to know if you're doing the airlock or vacuum correctly, you're gonna see here this area called your jugular notch is gonna go in and create a little mini cave. So you wanna see a cave here at your jugular notch and a cave here at your rib cage, between your ribs at your upper abs, okay? So let's practice the vacuum and release. Now don't try to do the flutter until you have a really strong cave, a really hollow cave in your abs. Because if your cave is like this for right now, it's very small, the flutter is not going to happen just yet. So you have to strengthen the diaphragm muscle first by practicing this diaphragm vacuum and getting that cave really big before attempting to release and create that vibration in your abdominal wall. So let's practice going in, release, release, release. And each time you release, try to release without pushing or engaging the muscles. You want to have it relaxed, so then you see a slight reverberation, vibration in your abdominal wall. And then eventually you can release and push, 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 faster, 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 until you get the flutter look in your belly. So let's try. We'll go slow and then fast. So pull in with the vacuum. And don't forget to breathe. Take a breath after each time. All right, so that's the flutter. Not to worry if you don't get it right away. It is a more advanced belly dance technique. In the meantime, until you get the flutter, replace the flutter with a shoulder shape not distracting from the chest. It's just a small shimmy here in the chest, okay? So going back to the combination, we go and up, down, belly out, in, flutter. Modified version is up, down, shoulder shimmy. Okay, let's try that much with music. Okay, so notice I alternated practicing the beginner version and the advanced version one at a time. So now that was to a slowed down version of the song. Let's try this combination to the full tempo, the full speed of the song, okay? And again, I'm gonna alternate the combination, doing it the advanced version and the beginner's version. If you wanna stick to the beginner's version, do the beginner's version all 4 times. If you wanna stick to the advanced version, do the advanced version all 4 times. Okay, here we go, full speed. Notice that my center of gravity stays along the midline of my body. So I'm not shifting my weight side to side like this, boom, 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 or bobbing my head side to side either, okay? So the head stays very still, shoulders stay still. It's just the hips locking down, up, okay? So you're aiming your one hip bone, the front of your hip bone, up and in diagonal towards your rib cage, while the other one goes down and out towards your pinky toe. Boom, 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 boom. So these are called piston hips. And again, I'm gonna have 2 versions, the advanced version and beginner version. So the advanced version is you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 counterclockwise ummies. So an ummie is the hip circle that we're practicing in the warm-up. 1, 2. And notice that the emphasis is on the in each time. In and in. So the combo goes 1, 2, 3, 4, in, out. Beginner version is basically the same. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, but then just 1 counterclockwise hip circle or ummie. 1, 2, but a little bit slower, right? You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try that with music. Slow music and then fast. And as usual, I'm gonna alternate going from advanced, beginner, advanced, beginner. And if you want to focus only on the beginner moves, do the beginner 4 times. If you want to focus only on the advanced, do the beginner advanced combo 4 times. So here we go. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle, circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Good. Okay, let's try it fast. 5, 6, 7, 8. first combination with the second combination, okay? So put together, it looks like the advanced version. Up, down, out, in, flutter, hip drops, 1, 2, 3, 4, ami, ami. Beginner version is up, down, shimmy. And then second combination, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 hip circle, okay? So I'm gonna do the beginner combination first, 4 times, and then we'll do the advanced combination 4 times, okay? So. 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, down, shimmy, 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 shimmy. 1, 2, 3, 4, circle. Up, down, shimmy, 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 shimmy. 1, 2, 3, 4, circle. Good. So we're sticking with the beginner routine now. Let's do it with the fast music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, shimmy. 1, 2, 3, 4, circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, shimmy. 1, 2, 3, 4, circle. Good. Okay, let's try the advanced version. 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, down, out, in. 1, 2, 3, 4, circle, circle again. 1, 2, 3, 4, circle, circle. Good. Let's try full speed. 7, 8. Good job. All right. So the third combination in this sequence, in this section of the music, you make a box with the hips and then reverse undulate to the top. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and roll up. So in the music, it sounds like tick, 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 da 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 da. Tick, 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 da 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 da. Okay, so bend your knees, drop the right, tuck the center, drop the left, release the center, shimmy, sit and shimmy, tuck the pelvis, lift the chest. So with the music, it goes ta 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 da 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 da. Again, ta 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 da 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 da. Okay, if this is way too confusing, the beginner version is just 4 piston hips again. So it goes ta 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 ta, and then roll up without the shimmy. Da 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 da. Okay, so the roll up, you sit, tuck the tailbone under, begin to straighten up, keeping the abs squeezed in real tight, and then lift the chest. Okay, so sit, tuck, squeeze, lift. Sit, tuck, squeeze, lift. And then you can camel back down by dropping the chest, squeezing, releasing the tailbone, and sitting down. And then rolling back up, lift, drop, squeeze, release. Tuck, squeeze, lift, drop, squeeze, release. So this is called the reverse camel and the regular camel. Down to up camel, up to down camel. Or an undulation, a body undulation. All right, so the combination one more time is a box. 1, 2, 3, 4, shimmy, shimmy, roll it up. Beginner version, 1, 2, 3, 4, shimmy, shimmy, roll it up. Beginner version is 1, 2, 3, 4, roll up. Okay, let's try that 4 times in a row. Beginner version first, and then advanced version. 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, roll it. 1, 2, 3, 4, roll it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, roll it up. Good. Let's try up to speed. 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, roll it up. 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 advanced version to slow music and then fast music. And we're gonna do this combo 4 times in a row without stopping. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And now let's try full speed. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, now let's try putting all 3 combinations together. Okay, so the advanced version looks like this, right? We go lift, drop, out, in, flutter. 1, down, 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 ami, ami. Box, tuck, down, release, shimmy, roll, up. Okay? Beginner version, remember, it's just up, down, shoulder shimmy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 ami. 1, 2, 3, 4, roll up. Okay? So let's try the advanced version together to slow music, then fast music, and then we'll do the beginner version together to slow music and fast music. If you want to stick to one level, just stick to it both times for extra practice, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, down, out, in. 1, 2, 3, 4, circle, circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, shimmy, roll it up. Okay. Up to tempo. 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, down, out, in. 1, 2, 3, 4, circle, circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now let's try the beginner version, or stick to the advanced if you want to. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we've reached finally the 4th combination of this section in the music. You're just gonna drop the chest. So we just finished the reverse undulation. Your chest is lifted. So then you're just gonna drop the chest, lift, drop, and then draw a counterclockwise circle with the rib cage. Side up, side down, okay? This is the beginner version. So you just go down, up, down, chest circle, counterclockwise. With the advanced version, you're gonna layer that chest circle with the shoulder shimmy. So it'll look like this. So you're lifted from the end of the camel, drop, lift, drop, shoulder shimmy, chest circle. Okay? So let's try that with music. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, up, down, and slow circle. Down, up, down, chest circle. Down, up, down, chest circle. Down, up, down, chest circle. Good. Let's try that up to tempo. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, up, down, chest circle. 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 Good. Okay, now let's review all 4 combinations all together. So the first one, starting with the advanced version, we start with the chest lift, drop belly out, in, flutter. Then piston hips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 counterclockwise ummies, 1, 2. Then box, 1, 2, 3, 4. Shimmy, roll up, down, shoulder shimmy, chest circle. Okay, so with the music it sounds like da 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 with the flutter. Da 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 da. Okay, beginner version goes da 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 da. Okay, so let's try all together with music slow and then fast. 'Up' with the hip. Cross left over right, turn right. Up, down, up with the hip. Now, if anybody has any neck injuries or sensitivities in the neck and don't feel comfortable doing this hair toss, you can simply do a shoulder shimmy. So we start here with the feet together, step out, bend the knees, and just shimmy over to the right leg. And then chest will go up, down, up. And then shimmy over to the left, frame the hip, down, up, down. Okay? So that's the modification. But for the advanced version, you're gonna do a half circle to the front, dropping the ear to the left, chin tucks, and then tossing the hair over the right shoulder. Okay? And we're shifting our weight as we toss the hair. Up, down, up. Shift the weight, toss the hair. Down, up, down. Cross, up, down, up. Cross, up, down, up. Notice how my back hand is behind my head, underneath my ponytail, so creating this kind of sideways triangle in my elbow. And then the front hand is in front of my body, kind of framing my hip as I lift, drop, lift. Okay, so let's try the advanced version with music, slow and then fast, and then the modified version, slow and then fast. So here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, down, up. Down, up, down. Up, cross turn. Up, down, up. Good. Let's try with the up to speed. Let's try the beginner version. go up, down, out, in, flutter. 1, 2, 3, 4, circle, circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, shimmy, roll up. 1, 2, 3, 4, chest circle, shimmy. Hair toss, up, down, hair toss, down, up, down. Cross turn, up, up, cross turn, up, up, okay? So with the rhythm, it will be da, 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 da. Dum do 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 da. Okay, now the beginner version goes up down, shoulder shimmy. 1, 2, 3, 4, hip circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll up, down, up, chest circle. Shoulder shimmy to the right, lift, drop, lift. Shoulder shimmy to the left, down, up, down. Cross turn to the left, up, up. Cross turn to the right, up, up. And with the rhythm, it goes ba, 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 da, 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 ba, ba, ba. Da 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 da. Okay, let's try with music. First the advanced version, then the beginner version. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 2. On the belly dance drum solo. I hope you learned some fun isolations and belly dance tricks for your practice. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message or find me on Instagram at Corina Dance. That's C-O-R-I-N-A Dance, D-A-N-C-E. It was my pleasure to teach you guys today, and I'll see you next time. Bye. up.